Yo, 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 here we go again. Another episode of Cinema or Sofa with your boy, Tommy Graham. This video is going to be about Drop. Now, I know what you're thinking. The 2025 film dropped last month. Okay, pretty much. We're almost there. But it's a movie I seen and I thought it was worth going over. So let's get to the facts from my boy E404. Let's give him a nice little round of applause here as he goes over the facts of the movie.
Cinema or Sofa Error 404 spoiler-free briefing on Drop. System rebooting. Loading. Digital Dread protocols. Ready. Overview. Drop is a 2025 American thriller directed by Christopher Landon, known for Happy Death Day. The film stars Megan Fahey as Violet, a widowed mother whose first date in years spirals into a life-threatening ordeal when she receives anonymous, threatening messages via an app called DigiDrop. Set almost entirely within a high-rise Chicago restaurant, the film explores themes of digital intrusion and the vulnerabilities of modern dating. Plot setup, spoiler-free. Violet, attempting to re-enter the dating scene, meets Henry, Brand Sklenar, for dinner. Their evening takes a sinister turn when Violet begins receiving DigiDrop messages instructing her to commit a violent act or risk the lives of her son and sister, who are being watched via planted cameras. With the source of the messages likely within the restaurant's 50-foot radius, Violet must navigate this high-stakes situation to protect her loved ones. Cast: Megan Fahey as Violet Gates, Brandon Sklenar as Henry Campbell, Violet Bean as Jen Gates, Jacob Robinson as Toby Gates, Reed Diamond, Gabrielle Ryan, Jeffrey Self, Ed Weeks, and Travis Nelson in supporting roles. End of briefing. Awaiting your verdict. Emperor of the Grim.
I want to start off by saying this movie was well put together, okay? You can't deny that. It definitely had room for a sequel. By the end, they could probably make a whole franchise out of this movie. When it comes to Cinema or Sofa, should you see it in the cinema or should you not? Now, it's a pretty old movie at this point to be still in theaters. It is, but I looked it up. You could rent this on Amazon. So you should, because this movie, there wasn't a lot to make it worthy cinema. So I'm going to have to vote this one Sofa. You're dealing with somewhat of a middle-aged mom, maybe a little bit older. She's single mother. She has her daughter, she has her sister watch the kid. She goes on a date that she's been dying to go on for months, but she's too busy. She's a boss babe. Okay, boss babe in the house. Boss babe in the house. She's going on a date, and they're both busy people. Now, the plot twist of who her date is and what he does makes the movie well worth it. And why I do think that there could be a sequel if they wanted to. Because the thing that happens in the end is kind of like, okay, this is a big deal. Okay, this is a big deal. Someone else might be coming after this guy. And if they're coming after this guy, they're coming after you because you ruined the whole plot. You ruined the master plan, the evil plan, so to speak. But it is a good enough movie that I would pay $3 to rent it. However, it will probably be on streaming platforms for free eventually. You might have to wait a while, but it is one of those movies that is pretty good, I would have to say, plot-wise and everything. But to see it on the big screen wasn't that worth it to me because there's not a lot of action going on. Not a lot of music. See, when it comes to seeing movies at the cinema, I look for ambience of the movie. I look for all types of things. I look for the special effects and stuff like this. This movie did not have any of that. So you don't really need to see this movie in the theater. However, it is a decent enough movie to rent at home if you're eager to watch it and you got a couple bucks, $3, $4, whatever, watch it, rent it. And if you like it, buy the physical copy because physical copy is where it's at. You actually own it. When you buy these things off of platforms, you're essentially buying a license to the movie. So if that platform that you bought it from decides, hey, we're not going to carry this company's products anymore, they're going to take it from your library and you're never going to have access to it again. All right. But yeah, everyone in this movie did a good job. There was an actor that, sometimes I just get the feeling that they're trying to replace actors in Hollywood because some of them look alike, like the dude, what was his name? Let me just double check this, what his name was. So I'm going to have to give the gold star to Brandon Sklenar. All right. There's a whole controversy that he was involved with, some domestic abuse and violence. I don't think he was on the delivering end. He was supporting one of his co-stars from another project he was working on, and he got a lot of heat for it, especially by being in this movie, which I don't find nothing wrong. It's against domestic violence, which is great on both ends because men get abused too. All right. Men definitely get abused. I've been abused by multiple women and told not to hit a girl. So you just sit there and take slaps and punches and scratches and you gently move them out the way to walk past them and you get shit for it. All right. That's the world we live in. Yes. So it seems that he got a lot of heat, but he's getting the gold star in my book. I mean, it doesn't seem like he was involved in any domestic disputes from what I'm reading here. I could be wrong. Maybe I'll do a deep dive on it. Maybe I'll have E404 do it for me. All right. If that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments below. This movie was a sofa, but it's still a good movie. I would say watch it with, watch it on a date or something like that, because there's some not spooky, but there's some jump scares in there, and it's one of those good thriller drama movies, right? That's what this is, I'm sure. So it's a good movie, and it's a modern take on a movie. Like, I love the modern takes because they're using smartphones, they're using the apps and all that stuff that help modern day people survive. There's a lot of things I wouldn't be able to do if I didn't have modern day technology. But yeah, that's going to end it for today's video. All right. If you like this video or if you liked any of my other videos, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, please. Anyways, it's been another episode with your boy Tommy Grimm of Cinema or Sofa. Peace. I'm out.